Good morning guys, how are we all doing? So this is Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Forex update for the day. So we'll go straight over to the charts. So Euro US dollar, as we can see, it's definitely looking like a head and shoulders pattern here guys. We spoke about this I think yesterday. Oh, actually we spoke about this as this was forming actually. We had the line here and we said this looks like it could form a head and shoulders, so potential short here, and it was a little bit pretty much straight down from that point. But yeah, we've reached the neckline now, so obviously closing some 4-hour candles below here. I think we definitely see a bit of a cascade downwards. I mean, the projected move would obviously be that amount. So this is the projected move from the head and shoulders. So we'll just pop the arrow on that. So yeah, that's what we're looking for, and that is close to the 200-day moving average. So I mean, realistically, we'll probably end up targeting there. That's what I would guess. So yeah, no real indication on TD wise on the 4-hour though for any trades. Daily, I mean the 12-hour just looks even more like a picture perfect head and shoulders. You can't see it as clearly on this daily, but yeah, definitely looking to me like we are gonna have some downside play out here. If we don't get the downside, if we fake out below here and it's a failed pattern, sort of a swing failure pattern, then yeah, may expect a return to 1.14 at the top of this sort of channel, and then maybe expect us just to form a bit of a trading range up here. So that's what I'm kind of looking at in Euro US dollar. We get into that point where yeah, where it's like the more higher percentage chance short trades now will be entering. I mean, if you're long this, you wouldn't, and we break below here, I don't think you think, okay, you're not going to play this for the fake out and expect us to go back up again. That's all I'm saying about that. Anyway, so cable's got like a similar, I mean, it clearly has the same USD pairing, so it's obviously getting swung around by the movements of the dollar. So it's got roughly the same pattern. 200-day under it. Sorry, that's the 4-hour. 200-day on this one's obviously completely different. We were rejected by it, but it looks like we've had a fake out above this channel. This channel we're in, fake out above this level, and then we're now back into it. So it looks like we'll play around in this range a bit more. I mean, it kind of looks like a broadening pattern. So yeah, so we could just be working with an expanded trading range now. But yeah, I would expect if we hold below here to then retest at least this horizontal here. Let's have a look if we've got anything TD wise. Straighten this out. Great TD 9, 12-hour there. Did we have anything on the 4-hour? Of note. Nearly got the 9 there. Nice reversal candle though. Yeah, I mean the 4-hour is kind of looking like we broke back into the channel, got back in it now, and I would expect us to make a lower low than here. That should probably take us down to that bottom support zone. So the dollar index is back above 97. So this is now, to me, I mean, this is the confirmation I mean, we're above here, so above this is sort of like a confirmation we're going to move up. But obviously we came out, popped up above, then moved back down and popped up again. So what I would look at now is this is the level. This is the new level, the new more important level. Is because this will confirm an uptrend. So we've got the low, the high, the higher low. And then if we then get a higher high, that will then confirm that we are in an uptrade. At the moment, we're in a tightening formation, which is fair enough. We could top here, and obviously then, as long as we make a higher low, again, we're still in a tightening formation. If we take out this low, which we've obviously got drawn on, yeah, expect more downside. So yeah, so that's what I am kind of looking at here. Let's have a look at the TD, see if we've got anything interesting on the TD in the 12 or the daily. Not much to look at there. And yeah, not too much to look at there. It's this 9, obviously our move is predicated off. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at here. We'll get rid of the arrow. Didn't realize we had the arrow head on. But yeah, so above there, I mean, I think we'll definitely see some acceleration. Probably, I mean, what you often find, you get a strong move down like this, you'll hit the midpoint. The midpoint been about 98. So that would be, and then obviously then we decide, do we want to reject and come back down, or do you want to break through that and do a whole 100% retrace? So that's kind of what we're looking at in that. Euro pound, yeah, I was saying, I think we're going to basically, we're back in this triangle. I mean, back in this triangle with a potential to just get to the bottom. I mean, I'm not going to do it at the moment, but you could potentially move this triangle so it kind of looks a bit more like this, and so it might be maybe a larger time frame one than we kind of expected, but I'm not too bothered about moving it at the moment, because this could just be a bit more of a fake out. We're back in. I mean, if we do touch the bottom of here and then we bounce off, then we'll redraw that trend line, because that will be where we will be expecting a bounce to. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. I don't want to redraw it now until we've confirmed this as obviously a high, and we don't just continue moving upwards. So yeah, if we get back down to the bottom and then we start to bounce up, I'll then move that trend line. So yeah, nothing TD wise there on the daily. On the 4 hours, kind of playing our horizontal range that you can see we got in. Not really, we faked out above it, slammed back down and all the way back down. So this again is another fake out swing failure pattern. We fake out above, we don't make it, and then obviously we trade downwards. I mean, that's textbook candlestick analysis for you there. Aussie dollar Swiss franc, yeah, so looks like we came back into the triangle, tested the bottom again, back above it. So yeah, I mean, is this going to turn the market around? I mean, a lot of this will just depend on well, it's not going to depend on a lot really, it's just going to depend on what this market does. Let me just lock this drawing tool and then it should move around more easily. There we go. Yeah, so I mean, this is looking it's looking good now for we are being supported by the trend line, and we're going to move back up at least to this horizontal. That's kind of the move I'll be looking for. Obviously you just have your stop below the trend line. It's not a difficult trade to manage the risk on at all. So yeah, I mean, same here. Nice 8 hour 9 there, not that I meant to click on the 8 hour, but and a nice 12 hour 9 here as well. So yeah, I mean, it's looking like we could get supported by this trend line and by the 12 hour 9 and make our way up. We've clearly got some indecision here, as we can clearly see on this daily. We'll just straighten that out a little bit. It's amazing how they don't look wonky on like the lower time frames, and then you put it to higher time frames and then they're all over the place. But yeah, I mean you just gotta, the trend is your friend, the trend line is intact, we bounced off it, we're off it again. It's an easy buy trade to new highs, not new highs, but new highs in this trend. And then yeah, and if not, if we break the trend, there's your stop. We could just, I mean, we've got this level here. We've got this level that I can draw along actually. Draw along to here. Clearly was an important level. Rejected from that one. So if we do basically get above here, that could probably signal the definite, nothing's definite, but like the more definite upside in inverted commas. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is the daily. Yeah, daily looks like we're just like, look, we are basically in this sort of range here, in this sort of channel. So yeah, I'm probably really only looking for, well, not really looking for any trades at the moment in here. 1 second, I need to sneeze. Yes, I'll be looking for basically taking out the top of this candle to probably instigate a move to the top of this resistance line, or if we take out the low of this one and move down, and you've got the 200 daily there. So I wouldn't really be, well, you could take a long trade now if you wanted to and have your stop below the candle for the move up, but really the safer trade is to wait till we actually get up there or get below here is kind of what I'll be looking for here. US dollar, Japanese yen. US dollar, Japanese yen. I mean, it may possibly going to get rejected here. Remember, we're under the 200. Get rejected here, and then if we take out that level, I'd expect more downside. TD wise, nothing really on the daily. We had a very nice 9 there, reversed the trend there. 12 hour, nearly got to a 9 on the 12 hour. I mean, this does look like a bear flag, just back testing this bear flag, back testing this old support as new resistance, and then potentially rejected and down. That's what I kind of expect here anyway. That's what I'd expect. We'll just move that along. That was our arrow for breaking down that level, which obviously was a good trade, but we'll just shift that along now. Nice trade down there. Come on. Yeah, no nines, no real nines here that actually were efficacious trades, and then we're just in too tight a formation here now. So, but yeah, I'd expect continuation down. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc is looking constructive here. Remember, we're above the 200. We came back. Sorry, we're not above the 200. We'll look at the daily first. Daily. Yeah, we've got that daily 9. We've had sort of this tweezer bottom, this strong rejection from this level here. And yeah, now it looks like we are being price action is pretty constructive. So maybe coming back up to test the 200 again. I mean, this is the clear sell. Well, to be honest, you've got a sell level here and a sell level here that we've obviously already drawn on. I would extend this for some overhead resistance too. But break above these, and then, I mean, clearly above the highs, I think we'll be onwards and upwards. This one, we may want to actually move up to here now, to above the 9. But you'll be quite close to the 200 day, so I don't know what sort of a movement you would expect when you potentially got that 200 day rejection. 12 hour 9 there. So we broke above this 12 hour 9. Yeah, so I think... we're just about above this 12 hour 9. Yeah, I mean this. I think we're going to see some upside in this asset, just based on what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I mean it is sort of an ascending wedge, but then like I said, you can either just trade the breakout below here, trade a break above here. But yeah, I think I would guess this is possibly going to move up. I mean overall the trend is sort of up, as you can see. Yeah, trend is your friend. I'll just go with that one. Euro dollar, Japanese yen, still just making its way down. 4 hour time frame. Do we have some 9s held up price? Nearly there. Yeah, not too much on the 4 hour. Let's have a look at the 12 hour. 12 hour time frame, not a lot going on. I mean this is looking like we're going to test more downside. This just looks like a bit of a profit taking. Now we're back at the lows, and I think we'll just take that level out. See if we've got anything on the daily. Obviously you'll notice that nice 12 hour daily 9 that we've got going on. I mean, yeah, I mean what I would be looking for is a daily buy 9, red 9 at the 200 day. That would be a high probability, a higher probability risk reward setup for a nice long trade. That's what I'd say. That's what my guess is on that. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. So we have got we've broken below. I'm guessing this was obviously a 9 candle, but before it obviously closed a lot lower. Yeah, so we're kind of looking at basically back testing that breakdown, and more downside is what I would suggest. If we take out that level, maybe more upside. But if you do want to go long this asset, I mean this is basically your buy level. That's your buy level, and we'll just draw an arrow just so we can clarify what we mean by that. But I think the most likely scenario in this is we come down and test this horizontal over the next week or so. Anything on the 12 hour? Sorry, this is an 8 hour. Well, you clicked on it, we'll leave it on now. Nothing really on the 8 hour and the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour, just a tightening formation we can see. But yeah, I'll be looking. Well, again, it's just if we break above these levels up, I mean, we should really draw this nice horizontal we've got going on here to the downside as well. This nice horizontal. Just didn't want to draw them for some reason. Yeah, this nice horizontal is a potential breakdown point. And then I would target that horizontal there. Right, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Yeah, we sort of had the breakdown. We're kind of back testing a bit. It's not a lot of clarity on this 4 hour, to be honest. Yeah, it's a bit. I mean, whatever we are operating below this horizontal, I would basically lean bearish to a test back down here. But if we can regain that, then I think we would then have the momentum really to take that out and go onwards and upwards, is what I would guess with that. But we'll have to see what happens there. But yeah, I would be looking at potential more downside would be my bias. Anyway, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, so this looks like we broke above, we back test. So if we can start to make our way back up again, then yeah, this is the level. We got a nice horizontal buy level now that we can type, but we can not type in, we can draw in. So yeah, breaking that, more move upwards. Oops. That's what I would suggest, and then it's a case of, do we break that level? If we do, then definite more upwards. So yeah, but at the moment though, it's looking like we're going to come down and test this and take it out. That would be my like preferred guess of where we're going. Where's the 200 daily? Let's have a look. Yeah, so we are basically into playing around the 200 daily. Yeah, so maybe just a back test of that, we could push us higher. A 12-hour daily at 9 as well. Yeah, I mean, it's just the levels you've got to watch. We take out this, potentially up or more upside, and then we've got that resistance, which I think will be pretty significant. And then if we take out the 200 day again, and then get below here as well, I think we definitely get a lot more downside. US dollar, Swiss franc, yeah, we're still in the zone really. Still in the zone. Break above there, we can start going back up. Break below here, we'll start going back down. Obviously that's a very wide range. I mean, we may end up starting to form, obviously you guys know we start to form one of those channels. More clear obviously here on the 12 hour. Maybe we're just going to play out a bit of a range, but obviously we've got that level break above there. I mean, I think we'd expect some upside, and clearly down here we'd expect some downside. Anything on the 4 hour? Not much really on the 4 hour. Nice reversal candle there. Yeah, not too much going on here. US dollar, Brazilian real. Yeah, I mean, we broke the levels. Look like we're potentially going up. 4 hour 9 here though, so that may scupper our bullish plans for a few 4 hour periods. 12 hour 9 here. Okay, so it's a bit more interesting now. We've got a 12 hour 9. And where's the 200 day? I think it's miles away. Yeah, we've got so yeah. So yeah, to me, obviously this candle is only just printing now, so we're broken above this one, so we'll actually just move this line up a bit. Obviously I don't, sorry, what am I doing? I don't have this candle closed yet. It's not closed, so it's difficult maybe to say where it should be, but we'll draw it here for the time being. And yeah, I mean that arrow was obviously from the other move, but yeah, if we break below here, yeah, potential downside. Yeah, potential downside to that horizontal. But yeah, if we stay above here, then onwards and upwards. But yeah, we have got basically a 4 hour and a 12 hour 9 there, so this could look like a pretty convincing sell trade here. At least just down to this level horizontal. US dollar, Mexican peso. Nothing on the 4 hour. This just looks like lower highs and lower lows. So I would we've got a trend line there, so I would say we're getting rejected by that, and we're going to come down, take out this low and test down there. I mean, that looks like the logical course of action here for myself. Nice 409 at the top. Daily 9, sorry, 8. So why do I click onto this 8 hour? Yeah, 12 hour 9, which we are basically breaking below. Well, basically playing with the lower side of. Yeah, I mean, I do think this is gonna come down and test this level and potentially take it out. Would be my guess. That would be my guess. Where's the 200 daily? 200 daily, yes, to take out that level and potentially get spoiled at the 200 daily seems like a logical course of action for me. So we've got a daily 9 coming up in here. Daily 9's yeah, doing okay. Yeah, daily 9 here. So I don't know whether this would be a daily 9 I definitely want to sell, because it looks like we could get a bit more move up in a double 9, but it will be if we accelerate into this 9, which you often see, it will be an interesting trade opportunity, I think. Let's have a look at some of the other time frames. Yeah, so we didn't quite make the 12 hour 9, nearly though, as you can see, gave us a bit of weakness. And 4 hour, I mean, most notably here, nothing really on the 4 hour. Most notably here is we do have this trend line here that we break below, and obviously this horizontal here that we seem to be struggling with, this area. So I think if we don't make a move higher, then we are going to find ourselves back within these two ranges here. So Right, there we go. So that's it for today. So thanks for listening, guys. Remember, it's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you guys soon.